Hello, Scorpio. This is Jenny. Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to share this reading with you. Today, we're diving into a general love reading. So, as always, take what resonates and gently leave the rest behind. Now, let's tune in and see what the cards are ready to reveal for us today. Okay. So many of you seem to have been pushed to make a choice in this situation. This is why someone is concerned or believing that they are the knight in shining armor when they're toxic. Trying to have control over you. Or this is just someone who has some toxic tendencies. Because they're always going to the extreme, especially when it comes to thin. Geez, they don't want to acknowledge as this is someone who is acting clueless to how far something went. Someone wants to see how far they can go in a situation where they're playing games. Someone's playing games and wasting a lot of time by being a hypocrite or just two-faced as you're dealing with a chameleon. I feel you could be dealing with a chameleon energy who is wearing a poker face, or they believe they're playing you. Someone believes they're playing you when they're only playing themselves out of a true blessing, which is you. Someone's still stirring the pot instead of making something right. I feel they could also be, who would have thought 313, exaggerating the truth. This energy is making a whole lot of careless decisions, seeing how far they could go, but never really telling the truth. Someone is weak at this game. I feel this is someone who has made a lot of careless mistakes that affect them in the long term. I feel this is someone who is in a space where they care, but they don't want you to know how much. This is why someone is refusing to acknowledge something, but justice is taking place. I feel this is someone who is refusing to acknowledge something, so they're following the lead of someone else or following the crowd or even accusing you. I feel this is someone who is making accusations and that you may have some type of harmful intent. But I feel it's just to throw you off the scent of what you already know is true. I feel this is someone who actually believes their own lies. This is someone who cries wolf when they are truly the predator. Many of you are repulsed by their decisions, their mistakes, their actions toward you. Many of you are just uninterested in someone who is refusing to see something for what it is. In fact, they can't see anything past their nose because they're always blaming you. But justice is definitely stepping into play when it comes to someone who definitely sticks out in this situation. This energy could also be the black sheep or someone who just continues to place blame. This energy is truly all over the place. Wow. So it seems even though someone knows you don't play games or play second fiddle, they're choosing to be ungrateful or just hard to deal with, as they're making things more complicated by pretending you're the one playing games or shutting them out when I sense it was never your fault in the first place. As I sense this energy could be in a space of resentment because they know their game is weak. Because they're truly not getting anything over on you. I feel this is someone who is upset on how you didn't or did respond to something. I feel your lack of attention is definitely causing them to doubt themselves, and it's affecting their pride and possibly even their ego. Someone feels like you should just let something slide. Yet I feel who wants to be lied to their face or played for a week when you can just continue to focus and invest in the things that pour back into you, as your character will soon speak for itself when they realize there's no real ones left. Because as they're making excuses and projecting and pretending that their pain doesn't exist, someone is almost hoping you continue some type of battle of wits, or this energy is in a space where they're battling something. Someone wants you to work something out, yet I feel they're just on a downward spiral. Something is just not going to go in the way that they expect, as they feel you will eventually work something out, push something under the rug, compromise with them. Wow. And I sense it's just not worth being the collateral damage in someone else's mental or spiritual struggle or war. Many of you are overly trying to deal with them in their toxic ways. So for many of you, someone's trying to push past something, pretending there's no consequence. Let's grab another deck here. Yeah, someone has no expectations of changing. Someone walked away thinking something was a joke. I feel this is someone who is still not clear on their intentions, but someone has truly given up on a fight, and this is why. They have this playful or immature energy. Someone believes that in time, something will go in their favor. But as I said before, this is someone who believes their own lies. This is why they can't step up to the challenge or give you what is needed, especially when it comes to respect or even an apology, something that is genuine. And someone is still pretending, this energy is pretending that they're not spiteful or being weird about a situation, as it seems as if he has tunnel vision when it comes to their deception in even their surface level ways. There's no real conversation when it comes to someone who is always guarded. I feel this is someone who has tunnel vision when it comes to something that they are not taking seriously. This is also connected to the self-sabotage of someone who's not making something easy, especially when it comes to their surface level ways, as someone who's still pretending that they haven't done or said some cruel things. You know, since there's a whole lot of lies and trickery connected to their energy. This is someone who's always sabotaging something, making something more complicated than it needs to be with manipulation, agitation, attitude. As someone has an emotional void to the things they have said and done to you, I feel this is someone who is manipulating things and making something more complicated by pretending something is a game, something is overrated, when I feel someone is emotionally voided of the things they have done because of their own past trauma. This is someone who has been misleading. It's obvious that someone is playing a game or trying to fool you in some type of way, but I feel their false impression is intentional, because this energy is truly unreliable and very unpredictable. As it seems, this energy has memory loss, pretending to forget the details. This is someone who is trying to forget about their attitude towards you or the fact that they are overly confident. I feel this is someone who has no intentions of admitting that they're on a downward spiral or they're not dysfunctional. I feel this is someone who has a lot of superficial ways, a tease, someone who's keeping something reserved or private because they feel like they need time away, but I feel this time away is also to control something. I feel someone is wanting to be casual about a situation, their screw-ups, their bad attitude, or the fact that they are overly confident about something. But I feel their past trauma is starting to catch up with them. I feel something is starting to catch up with someone who thought this was all a game. I feel all because of their surface level ways or their bad attitudes. Something is about to be revealed or exposed about them or to them. Wow. So someone's being misleading on purpose. This is how they're trying to move into this area of not understanding or having some type of memory loss, when in fact they are intentionally being oblivious to something. So this is someone who is pretending not to be aware of something, clueless, ignorant to a situation, but it's all tied into manipulation. 2 for 5, 313, deception and sabotage. Someone walked away. Turn their back so that you would react, but I feel it had the opposite effect. I feel this is someone who is emotionally voided because they're trying to guard something, but it's also tapping into their denial. Someone's trying to be dismissive about how lackluster they are, the lack of effort, or the fact that they believe they can love bomb you. But I feel many of you, you're not going to make it that easy. You're not going to make it easy to have your air, be in your energy. Someone's got a long road to accomplish what is needed to be in your space again. This is why there is no access. There's no communication. Many of you have gone no contact. As I said, no matter what you do, something will always be a battle when it comes to this energy. Or they'll always have something negative to say, even if they know you don't deserve it. Yet I sense they want to take something personal. I feel this is someone who's in this space of resentment or ungratefulness because they're not willing to accept something. Yeah, so as I said before, someone's definitely taking something personal or to the heart because that's the way they're taking it, as they're wanting you to attempt to figure them out or be left with more questions than answers. Someone feels like leaving something up in the air will make you work harder, yet the truth is they're broken and half of who they should be. But it doesn't mean you were meant to fix them. I feel you were never meant to fix this, and someone's going to realize that. But I feel once they do, they may have already lost you. Yeah. For many of you, you know this energy is dysfunctional, still pretending not to have a clue, as they're always in a state of dishonor or disrepair, as they're always in a space to want to get through something the easy way. This is why someone has tunnel vision when it comes to their lies, believing their own lies. Someone is guarded to the truth. They're not wanting to step into that energy because to do so, they're going to have to acknowledge what they have done and said when it comes to you. I feel not just with you, but in life, someone is like a wrecking ball. They wreck everything they come in contact with just because they think it's a game. They're going to lose big time. Their dysfunction is also attached to this as someone who has no expectations to step into a season of acknowledging how spiteful and cruel they truly are. Yet I sense there is a lot of deception in someone's energy. Someone who is trying to manipulate the fact that they are. The ones playing games by walking away. Someone could be completely silent right now, all because they're trying to seem unfazed when, in fact, I feel they truly are. They just don't want you to know it. I think you were never meant to fix this energy or even deal with the drama that they bring, but I feel someone feels you gave up too soon, or someone truly believes you're playing a game with them as well. But I feel your energy was never in that space, as it seems they're being forced to get their life together because of you. And for some of them, they can't even see past their nose to even see what they need to do. Wow. Let's get some energy here. Yeah, this is someone who's in a beginner stages of some really harsh truths as this energy is being tested. And I feel they're being tested through this scarce mindset because they're losing a lot. This could be financially, mentally, spiritually. Someone is definitely being depleted. Their throat chakra is blocked, and they have too many responsibilities, too many things to do to come out of the stage of wanting to be the center of attention. There's a lot going on in their energy, things that you know and things they would never want you to know. But I feel you know enough not to allow them to play with you anymore. I feel this is someone who is feeling like you're being over dramatic. Someone feels like you're just too serious. I feel this is someone who is feeling like you're just too serious and something that is small, but I feel it's the conflicting desires and needs that's causing them to be so disrespectful or even dramatic, as I feel this is someone who is holding themselves back. Limited beliefs, someone is making bad investments and relying on luck. But I feel due to their self-discipline or the lack thereof, someone has a outdated way of thinking when it comes to the signs that they're blind to. I feel this is someone who is ignoring the little things and they're winging it. Someone is winging it when it comes to karmic cycles, love and life, their circle of friends. And this was keeping them in a resentful space because they're not going anywhere. They're not getting anything done. And as I said before, something is just going downhill. Yeah, there is resentment and envy. This could be in their energy or someone around them, but I feel it's their lack of knowledge that's taking them down, as well as someone is always looking for the easy way out. I feel someone is definitely in a comfort zone. This is why they're making so many bad choices. I feel they have some type of negativity towards self, as well as they have a fear of losing control. But I feel it's only causing imaginary blocks. This energy is accusing everyone but themselves of the disasters that are made, but I feel there's no way out. So for many of you, this is a lot going on in their energy. And as I said before, it's the imaginary blocks that keep this energy in a space of resentment and accusing you of what they know they have done. I also feel like their circle of friends or those they choose to trust is also keeping them blocked mentally and physically because they're winging it when it comes to the things that they do, the karmic cycles, and the love that is lost. Someone is blocking their own energy by doing something the hard way. Someone's just making it harder for themselves because they are the ones wasting resources with these imaginary blocks and trying to control something that is out of their control. This is why they're making these bad decisions, trying to take the easy way out. Someone's lack of knowledge is definitely causing them to be resentful towards you, but it also feels connected to them not wanting to acknowledge something, especially when it comes to the choices of affairs of the heart. Love, life, energy. Someone's just winging it, especially ignoring the details and all of the signs that they're getting. This is why something is just not working out in their favor, as someone is abusing their power, going through mental challenges. I feel someone's mental health is in question here, as they are always repeating the same things, believing they are going to get different results. Somebody has taken the wrong path, believing somehow things would change, but things have remained the same because of someone's thank you for unrealistic, that's why I agree, expectations of life, love, and energy. Someone wants to make you feel like you gave up easily, when I feel you gave someone every chance to prove you wrong, but they always proved you right by making a half-hearted effort. Many of you are no longer wanting to beat this dead horse of someone being entitled to everything that you gave. In so many ways, this energy just can't be authentic. They're always showing up with some type of false promise, false effort, as someone's blocked crown chakra is definitely affecting them in this lifetime. And this is why it's just too much to deal with. I think this is someone who is entitled, thinking that they deserve everything that was given. This is why they're giving a half-hearted effort, because someone believes that you're going to give no matter what. I feel they have already lost their control. Someone definitely has tunnel vision when it comes to their own needs, but I feel what they need now is true energies that will honestly tell them the truth. But I feel this is someone who never wants to tap into that, because they believe they are always right, when in fact, they are the ones who are about to turn a beautiful blessing into deep regret. Someone's dysfunctional in a lot of areas of their life. This is why they are always guarded and thinking things are a game, thinking things are funny, thinking things are a joke, and someone has no expectations to be real about anything. This is why they're lacking in knowledge and stuck in this place of dysfunction. And someone is sitting in this space because of their own limited beliefs, making something much harder than it needs to be, especially when it comes to things they think are small issues. Things are truly big in their world. I feel this energy is carrying resentment because you are able to be your authentic self, while someone's just sitting in a space of deception with you and everything about themselves. Wow. Look at that final deck here. Of course, if you guys are enjoying the reading, please let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. I feel like for some of you, they forced something here. For some of you, this energy has a desire to change, but doesn't want to do a lot of changing to get there. This is why they're still in this mind space. Wow. So they're also upset about others trying to get deeper into their life, or they feel like someone's being nosy or need to mind their business, but they're in everyone else's business. Or this is someone who is causing issues in everyone else's energy, as I feel like you are the one who may get them on the right track or some type of way, but someone definitely has some unrest when it comes to your energy. Someone feels like you're being bougie, or they feel like you think you're too much. They want to bring you down to their level, or someone's just in the energy of just being immature, not knowing how to deal with this in the right way. So they do whatever they want. As I said before, this is someone who is very immature and doesn't really know which way to go. Yeah. Someone wants to pretend like things are going well for them, and now they pretend like everything's lit, when really someone is really going through some things behind the scenes, but giving zero fucks about anything or anyone. I feel this is someone who has yet to be an adult about a situation, but this is what makes them suspicious, because they're trolling, watching, wanting your attention, yet still throwing shade, saying things they know isn't true. But this ain't it. Wow. So someone's trolling and shading you, and they know this ain't that because you're blessed, and they are the ones that can't keep it real. When they swear, they can be trusted, but I feel many of you have receipts that so differ. I feel the struggle is real when it comes to someone who is a complete hot mess, and they know it. Their life is in disarray as this energy has intentionally surrounded themselves with those who co-sign their behaviors and enable their bad habits. Because anyone who tries to hold them accountable will only be blamed, shamed, and accused of the worst things. Wow. Which is why they're hoping you take something personal. Someone's life is a hot mess and they know it. This is why they're low-key about it, low-key about what's really going on in their energy when they know they're truly thirsty for you. I feel someone is thirsty for your attention, hoping that you reach out because it's all starting to get different. But they want you to believe nothing has changed. Someone wants you to believe their living of life is lit, but I feel something's truly amiss. They can miss you with that. I feel someone wants something to go their way, but it's just not. Someone is refusing to. Speak up, speak out. They're praying that you give in. Someone's just doing too much, which is why they're hoping. I feel this is someone who is hoping you take something personal or even to heart, as someone is truly trying their best to provoke you into some type of action to move towards them. Someone wants to be needed in the worst way. Someone's thirsty, real thirsty for your attention. As I sense, any reaction given will only make them feel you might be up to playing their little games when they have already played themselves out of your life. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Have a good, beautiful day. Bye.